So you're thinking about buying a bike. Good. Well, mostly good. Because the life-changing experience is a bug that is going to hit you harder than a locust to your grill while you're wearing a brand new German-style half helmet doing a $1.20 on the freeway. It's an infection that ingrains itself so deep in your bloodstream. The only way to cure it is to buy the gear, buy the bike, hit the road, and subscribe to the Raw Kawi. And watch all the content. Multiple times. Preferably. Welcome to this brand new venture I've subtly called the Raw Kawi. Now, why is it called the Raw Kawi, you might ask? Well, it's because my last name is Rawlings and I'm partial to a Kawasaki Ninja. So there it is. I'm inviting you to join me on this ride, pun intended, into the great blue yonder where we uncover all the mysteries of what it is to be a rider, the unanswered questions keeping you awake at night, and the trials and tribulations of what to buy, what not to buy, and have a little fun along the way. So if you're interested in all things motorcycles, hit the subscribe button. Let's get to it. One of the most, if not the most important piece of equipment you can have is your helmet, your bump cap, your brain bucket, your stack hat, the skid lid. This is the one thing that will stop your brain from bouncing itself to resembling a tin of alphabet spaghetti. So making sure you've got something that is actually safe and not just looks good is kind of a big deal. Does having the safest helmet mean that you need to drop a big old stack of cash? Well, not necessarily. In this video, we're taking a look at 5 of the best helmets under $400 that will help keep your noggin in good working order should you be involved in a crash, but not break the bank. First on the list is the Aero Valor. Now, you can pick this up from as little as $220, although there is one on the market at the moment that has been slashed, and you can pick it up for under $100. This is a budget-friendly option that has actually scored exceptionally well by Australian testing standards. It scores 4 out of 5 stars for protection and a little less in comfort with 3.5. In the energy reduction in a high-speed crash test, it scored an amazing 29.6 out of 30. At such an affordable price, this is probably the best bang for buck helmet on this list. With heaps of colour variations to choose from and sizes, it's a safe bet to house your noggin in while being friendly to the bank balance. Made from a tough thermoplastic shell, it's got 8 ventilation zones to keep your head cool and removable hypoallergenic liners for you sweaty betties out there. This is a feature-packed, budget-friendly option to get you started. Next up, we've got the AGV K3. Now, this one you can pick up from $279. It's slightly more expensive, and let me say, if loud is your flavour, check out the AGV K3. This Italian stallion offers some of the most outrageous colours and patterns of any helmet on the market, imitating some of the world's greatest MotoGP riders and styles, and a sleek rear spoiler to help with aerodynamics. For a fraction under $300, you'll surely turn some heads with the designs. It does, however, fall a little short on the protection from the Aero Valor, which this one comes in at 66 out of 100 overall, as opposed to the 75 out of 100 for the Valor. Made from AGV's fancy version of Hearth, which is just basically a fancy way to say a thermoplastic. It has 5 vents and 2 exhaust vents, an integrated sun visor inside the helmet if you're fortunate enough to have 20/20 vision and don't need prescription glasses to see straight, eliminating the need to wear sunnies on those crystal clear blue sky days. You get a lot of features in this pretty good looking helmet. Next up, we've got the Bell Qualifier, which you can pick up from around about $220. Now, Bell was born in the 1950s out of a garage in California by Roy Richter, who set out to change the racing world, offering affordable options but not scrimping on the features, and the Qualifier is no exception to that rule. For not much more than a couple of cheeky avos, and that's Australian slang for a $100 bill if you didn't already know, you're getting one of the more comfier options in this list, with incredible ventilation for you sweaty mofos, an incredible field of view through the visor, giving you more visibility while on the road. 3 out of 5 stars for safety and 4 for comfort. It scored a little higher for comfort than protection, but it's still going to be better than any Amazon special at the same price. Next up is the KYT-NFR. Now, what does NFR stand for? Well, I've got no fucking idea, but it starts at $250. KYT have some of the best facilities in the world for their design and testing of new helmets. The NFR had the help of aeronautical engineers and innovative software, along with a warehouse of over 100,000 square metres to maximise the potential of this helmet. Scoring 4 out of 5 stars for protection, KYT are no dummies when it comes to safety standards. With lots of ventilation and an integrated sun visor, put this one on your short list of must-tries. Last but certainly not least comes the Belgian brand laser with the Rafale SR. And you can pick this one up from as little as $279, and they hit the market with this race-inspired helmet that comes with a polycarbonate moulded shell, which has ECE certification, an internal flip-down visor, pin-lock ready, 5 ventilation slots, and liners that come out completely to wash if you start to work up a pong worse than a gym bag forgotten in your work locker. With a good array of colours to choose from, a removable rear spoiler, you'll be stylish but safe in the Rafale, as it scored a healthy 4.5 stars in protection. So you're probably thinking, dude, you've literally just shown me 5 different helmets that are all under $400 that come in a heap of different colours, so which one's the best? This is going to sound absolutely obvious, but the difference is your head. The shape of your cranium is literally the one thing that will determine whether or not a helmet will fit you properly. Now, what does that mean?
Whoop-de-doo! What does it all mean, Basil? It means...
Well, depending on the shape of your brain cage, an AGV helmet may give you hot spots on your head, causing pressure pain if you're in the saddle for any lengthy period of time, whereas the same size in an aero may fit you perfectly. The only way to tell is to go into a motorcycle accessory store and try on the different brands until you find the right fit. It may not be the one that you first had your eyes on, but riding with a helmet that doesn't suit you is no good. Now, all the details and links to these helmet safety ratings and online stores are in the description below, so jump on, do some research, go find a store nearest to you, and buy the one that fits you best, not the one you like the look of most, but is going to give you a migraine after every ride. So that's it for this list. Don't forget, on your way out, hit the like button and the subscribe button so that you can keep up to date with all the content as we upload it. Until the next one,